Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están todos? Estamos una vez más, como todos los meses, hace, ya un tiempo, creo que este es el encuentro 18 o 19, por ahí estamos, la verdad que no lo voy siguiendo, pero todos los meses estamos con un encuentro y hoy tenemos un encuentro súper especial, very special. Están con nosotros Chris Kate de Apps Bio y mi compañero, ayudante, colega, y Raúl Peláez de Technofor Solutions, Mr. Addon. Welcome, you three. And I'm very excited about it. I'm going to say something in Spanish and then we are going to start. Primero que todo, estamos con muchos nervios porque esto es algo que es la primera vez que lo hacemos. Estamos desbloqueando algunos fantasmas con esto, así que haremos lo mejor que podamos. Estábamos comentándolo antes, somos un meetup de bajo presupuesto, con lo cual no tenemos un traductor en línea, pero probablemente cuando se suba online, seguramente ya lo tendremos allí. Estoy viendo a ver si puedo sacarlo por LinkedIn, porque ya no lo tengo más. A ver, sí. No sale por LinkedIn hoy. Bueno, no hay problema. Ya lo subiremos. Y nada, ahora Raúl seguramente hará la introducción y vamos a escucharlos a Kate y a Chris, con todo lo que tiene que ver con ITSM, with esteroides, con esteroides. Así que nada, Raúl, todo tuyo, si quieres hacer la introducción.
Primero os explico en español. First I will explain in Spanish the presentation of Apps Bio, and after that in English, okay? And we can start the presentation after the introduction. Pues hoy tenemos el placer de presentarnos en este evento de hoy, en el Atlassian Experts, a Apps Bio, un socio de Silver Marketplace, es decir, ellos venden apps en el Marketplace de Atlassian. Y hablamos con los cofundadores de Apps Bio, que son Kate Pawlak y Chris Skoropoda. Al principio, Apps Bio era un proyecto paralelo. Siempre soñaron con dirigir su propia empresa y finalmente decidieron dar el salto. A mediados de 2022 se unieron a la familia Atlassian Ventures y gracias a eso pudieron comprometerse de lleno con lo que más les gusta, que es crear apps con pasión. Son un equipo que se enfoca al 100% en la creación de aplicaciones. Tienen una sola tradición, pero una de oro. Cada año organizan una hackathon. Pasan unos días juntos en un lugar diferente, programan, comen y corren juntos, ¿vale? Es decir, hacen toda la vida juntos esos días y simplemente se divierten y crean una nueva aplicación. Por lo general, esa aplicación sería la del Codegeass de Atlassian, la cual han ganado ellos 3 veces consecutivas. Vamos, que no sé si hay alguna compañía que lo haya conseguido 3 veces consecutiva. Vamos, es todo un logro. Kate nos indica que los usuarios son su máxima inspiración, aunque no siempre comunican sus necesidades directamente, son una mina de ideas para ellos. Y Chris es el director ejecutivo, Kate es la directora de productos y hoy nos presentarán JSM con esteroides, software ITSM de alta velocidad en acción, ¿vale? Y bueno, también lo voy a explicar en inglés. We are pleased to introduce Apps Bio, a Silver Marketplace partner at today's Atlassian Experts event. We spoke to Apps Bio co-founders, Kate Pawlak and Chris Skoropada. At first, Apps Bio was a side project. They always dreamed of running their own company and finally decided to take the leap. In the middle of 2022, they joined the Atlassian Ventures family. Thanks to that, they were able to fully commit to what they love the most, creating apps with passion. And they are a team that focuses 100% on building apps, and they have only one tradition, but a golden one. Every year, they organize a hackathon. They spend a few days together in a different place. They program, eat, and run together, and they just have fun and create a new app. Usually it's Atlassian Codegeass, which they have won 3 times in a row. Kate indicates that users are her greatest inspiration, although they don't always communicate their needs directly. They are a mine of ideas to them. Chris is the CEO and Kate is the product manager, and today we are introduced to Jira Service Management on steroids, high velocity ITSM, software in action. A big round of applause to Apps Bio.
Welcome.
Hola.
Hola.
That's all we know.
This is what we know in Spanish. Yeah, thank you for a nice introduction. It's great to be here today. I don't understand what Michaela writes on the chat. So if you can translate.
She's finishing an app, and it will be a little more time in the event. So she's listening to us. So I hope she understands English or Spanglish.
Okay, thank you. This is the first time when we have a presentation in 2 languages in the same time. So it's a very nice experience.
All right.
Okay, so
Well,
Chris,
we are going to show you about the presentation.
Yeah, you see the slides?
yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So welcome everyone, and yeah, it's a pleasure to be here with you. It's as Kate mentioned, like it's our first time in a meeting in Spanish. So I hope you understand everything. If not, just type in a chat your questions or doubts, and with help from our friends, we'll give you the answer. So yeah, I think that we are ready, Kate.
Perfecto, thank you. Bueno, lo que comenta Chris es que si alguien tiene alguna duda o algo, o no entiende algo, que nos puede ir preguntando y obviamente vamos a dar la explicación que se necesite, en español obviamente. Perfecto. Go on, if you want.
Kate, do you start or should I start?
Yeah, I think that we can start. So today we would like to talk about how to push the edge of Jira Service Management and build a robust platform for customer support. As we mentioned, my name is Kate. Chris is with me today. We both from Absbio, a Polish company, rather small because only 7 people on board. So I think that we can start.
Yeah, this slide is about us, about Absbio, and Absbio was founded by 3 friends, Kate, Peter, and me. A lot Ariel described the Absbio company. So what I can add that we are focused on the Jira Service Management area. We have 3 apps for JSM, and we are thinking about more apps because we see that it's one of the fastest growing Atlassian product, and we have also a huge experience in implementing JSM into different size of companies. So we feel comfortable with the JSM. That's why we are focused on this Atlassian product. And the rest, like it's true that we are funded by the Atlassian Ventures. We also won the Code Guys 3 times in a row, which is pretty cool. We are also Silver Marketplace partner, always mentioned. So yeah, I think that we can just go to the next slide.
Yeah, as Chris mentioned in this short introduction, we are the marketplace partner focused on Jira Service Management, on ITSM area. We also have some solutions which are more about team productivity. For example, issue templates agent or schedule templates for Jira. But today we would like to focus on our big 3. So feature bundle for Jira Service Management, issue manager pro for Jira, and customer and organization management for JSM. This is our big 3. And we have plans to show you the story based on these apps. All our apps are available for cloud, but in case these 3 apps, they are also available for data center. Of course, after our session, we can talk more about our other apps, but now let's focus on our today's topic, today's story, so Jira Service Management. So Chris will start about this story, but before he starts, I would like to show you that in this presentation, we will show you 7 pain points which are particularly burdensome for customers and service agents. And maybe you have known some of them because of your experience in ITSM, in Jira Service Management, and you have some ideas in your heads now. So you are aware of a lot of possibilities of Jira Service Management, but also limitations. And today we would like to talk more about these limitations and also about solutions which we create in AppsVio. So thanks to them, you can meet and your customers' needs and help them. So now we are not telling now exactly what pain points are. You will see them during the whole presentation in our story. So Chris, introduce us to today's story.
Yeah, the story is, by the way, I love the stories. The story is about the Atlassian Platinum Solution partner called Atlas. And Atlas is a huge partner with many branches in many cities and many countries. And the management asked the sales team to prepare a report about the impact of the missing server hosting for the next years. And the Johnny, who was in the sales team, it was his job to done the report for the management. And unfortunately, the meeting of the management was in a few hours, so he didn't have a lot of time to prepare the report. And there's also one more thing that the management asked him to bring the printed version of the report. So once the report was done, just a few minutes before the meeting, John wanted to print that report, but unfortunately, any of the printer in his location don't work. So he started thinking what to do, and he started thinking about creating a ticket at the Jira Service Management.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we can go to our Jira instance, demo instance.
I'm going to explain maybe, well, en Spanish. Vamos a estar hablando obviamente de Jira Service Management. Bueno, la introducción es de la historia, digamos, sobre otra empresa que tuvo un problema, bueno, para poder imprimir un reporte, pero previo a eso lo que nos contaba Kate es que vamos a estar viendo, bueno, de Jira Service Management, sus 3 apps, que son, digamos, la estrella de AppsVio, y los 7, digamos, puntos débiles de Jira Service Management que se pueden alcanzar con estas apps, que se pueden complementar para los clientes. No sé si me dejé algo, Raúl, pero...
Perfecto. Thank you.
Go on. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so as you see, the story is very simple, but I think that it's great to present all limitations and all features, which we would like to today show you. We know that we have a broken printer. The problem is well known by agents, and they want to prevent themselves from being flooded by a lot of tickets because their employees in this office very often use printers, so they know that, okay, we will have a lot of incidents, a lot of requests from our customers. And how to manage these tickets, which will be similar because of around the same problem, smarter, not harder. And what we can do. The first thing is that we can do problem that we know that Madrid printers don't work. So here we have got our base. It will be called target issue because we would like to implement solution from one of our app called Issue Merger for Jira, that all tickets created by our customers will be automatically merged to this problem. How to do it? So let's move to the issue merger configuration called auto merge. And here you can see that we have got one rule called printer issues. So we can go to this rule and we can see what it includes. So in this rule, when issue is created and the issue is about reporting issue with printer and created within 24 hours, some actions will be executed. The first thing is that we will have two sides of issues. Our problem, which we know about broken printer, is called target issue. So this is our mother issue, one source of truth. All incidents created by customers will be known as source issues. So when we have this rule, these actions, the first thing will happen that we will add public comment to source issue. Thanks to this, customers will know that we have got our problem, main problem, and all communication, all information, all statuses will be provided in this problem. So this is first thing. The second thing is that we would like to add reporter of source issue as request participant to target issue. Thanks to this operation, all these reporters will have access to our problem, so our main ticket, and they will be able to comment this issue, also receive information about any updates. Of course, we would like to link these issues using relates to link type. So thanks to this, we will know what was the source issue. We will see all these connections. The fourth action is move the source issue to status work in progress. So thanks to this, we also know that someone is working on our incident, on our problem. And the last thing is that we would like to merge fields, in this case, description, append. So we won't replace description in incident, only add additional information. And also we would like to merge priority fields. All these things will be done automatically, so our service agent won't have to be engaged in this process, and our service agent can focus only on this one ticket, one problem about broken printer. Of course, with this app, you can merge issues manually on the issue view, but in this case, it's not effective because we would like to help our service agents and make automations, so reduce any unnecessary work for them. So this is first thing, how to manage these tickets smarter, not harder. Another idea is that we can create announcement banner on the customer portal and inform our customers, okay, we know that is a problem with our printers. So as you can see on the screen, we have information that our printers don't work and we are working on it. As you can see, this banner looks a little different in comparison with native announcement banner. And this is why, because we here have announcement banner from our app, another app called Feature Bundle for Jira Service Management. And this is one of the features in this app. So here you can see configuration. So Chris, please click on edit, yes, and we will go through quickly through configuration. So this announcement banner is highly customizable. So first of all, you can define in which places you would like to present this banner. And it's not only Help Center and Customer Portal, but also other places like user profile, like request page, like request details view, request form. So every place in your customer portal, in your Help Center. So every place which is available for customer, in these places you can put your banner. And what is also very nice, you can have a lot of banners in the same time on the screen. The next thing is that you can schedule the banner. So you can define when the banner will be available. So it's not only a presenting banner all the time until you disable it, but you can also schedule this banner. So for example, you can present that some banner will be available only in some days. Also, you can put some individual days. And the last option is to set condition. So in our case, we can define that this banner will be available until our problem reaches status resolved. So as you can see, we have got a lot of options. The next thing is that we can also restrict who will see this banner. By default, it's visible for all, but you can limit based on user language, organization, project roles, Jira group, or email domain. So it's also very nice that you can define which information do you want to present to which group of people. And the last thing is, of course, the content of this banner. We can use HTML, and we did it in this example, but you can also put plain text in classic using classic editor. So it's also very easy if you are not familiar a lot with HTML. And at the end, we see the summary of whole our configuration, and we also have a small preview. So as you can see, it's highly configurable, and in our case, we use it to make it more visible to customers that this is really important thing. So thanks to this, some of them they will decide, okay, so I don't create another ticket because they know that this the problem they are working on it, so it's okay. So Chris.
Hi, and we are going back to our story about John and the broken printer. And John decided to create a ticket to fix the printer because he was asked to bring the printed version of the report. So he's going to do anything he can do to have a printed version of this report. So he created the ticket, and right after the issue creation or request creation, he saw a big red banner at the top of the issue with more information about the escalation process. This is the banner that Kate described to you. It's done with the HTML. And another thing that John can see on the ticket is the ticket journey right here on the right side of the request. So he sees that it's still in open, so it means that no one working on that issue right now. And he also sees that the priority is set to medium. But you remember that Kate, as an agent, created an auto merge rule to search for the duplicates or issues that are related to the printer problem. And as you can see, we have a result of this action. The John's ticket has been linked to the problem that the agent that Kate created earlier. Another thing that you can notice that is the status of the issue changed from open to work in progress, and also the ticket journey moved from the open to in progress. So John knew right now that someone is working on this issue, but still he sees that the priority is set to medium. So probably he needs to find some way to escalate the ticket. So he go back to the escalation process that is described in the banner. He saw two options here. Like the first one is the escalation done on the customer portal side, and the second one is by calling to the support teams. He decided to go with the first option. So he clicks on the escalate button on the customer portal and change the priority from medium to critical. And as a result of this operation, you'll see that the status changed to the escalated. In the ticket journey, that the issue is still in progress. However, on the agent side, you can see that this ticket is in the escalated queue. So we see the links with the problem. Yeah, we see that the John's ticket has been linked to the problem that Kate created earlier. So yeah, Kate, what we see here?
Okay, so now what we see as an agent. So we change our site. So first thing, what is worth to say that we have in our activity area information that ticket has been updated. So it's very important for me as a service agent. I also have information that ticket has been merged. And when I go to my master ticket, so my problem, I can see that, okay, we have got linked issues. And when I scroll to request participants area, yes, I see that I have got this two reporters. So it's also connected with this automation rule from issue merger. But I would like to know if these people are really from Madrid office. And in native solution, I have to ask them, okay, are you in Madrid or in which office? Thanks to our another solution called Customer Organization Management, I don't have to ask, and we don't have to create like ping pong in comments between service agent and customer, because we have got all information at our fingertips. And as you can see here, we have got a dedicated section from our app. I can switch between request participants and reporter, and I have all information in this place. And you can see that in this additional information section, I have some information about this customer, and also I have a field called office. And in this office, I see, okay, he is from Madrid. And I have also information about organizations. So this is another tab. I can see to which organizations this customer belongs to. Also some useful information about this organization. These all properties are not added to custom fields. They are objects in our app per customer or per organizations. But we have got a post function, and with this post function, you can copy data from these fields to custom fields. And when you have this data in custom fields, you can use them almost in every place in Jira, because you can use them, for example, to define SLA conditions. So, for example, you put to the customer what is the support level, and depending on the support level, you can define different SLA. Also, you can use this information in filters. You can use these filters on dashboard, so you can create some reports, you use this information in gadgets. So in a lot of places, you can use information about your customers or about your organization. So it's up to you. And you, as a service agent, you can update this information here. But what is worth to say, this information can be also updated by your customers on their customer profile.
Yeah, and this is the main view of the app that Kate mentioned to you. It basically would display all customers' objects from all projects across your Jira instance. So as you know, it's there's no such view on the Jira Service Management without any extensions. What value it brings to us that we can search for any customer, and there's no restrictions here, like we can, for example, type SKO to find my user, and we can click on the user and change the values in the fields that we created as a part of the app configuration. The same with the organizations. So let's see how the fields are defined. So it's app configuration. So we have on the right side, we see the available type of fields that we can use. On the left side, we see the fields that we have created. And we also see the field office here, which we have several values. There are like options in the select custom field, but it's not a custom field, as Kate mentioned as well. We can, of course, add new options. We can translate options. So it's high customizable. But when we back to the customers tab, and when we clear the filter, you will see all customers from your Jira instance. We have several options or actions that you can use here. So once you select at least one customer, you can select many of them as well. You can assign them to selected project. You can also select many projects at once. You can also assign your customers to one or more organizations at the same time, and also you can remove them from the organization. So it's a very handy operation, which is very difficult to achieve in the pure Jira Service Management.
Yeah, I believe. Sorry, Chris.
Yep.
I don't know if you want to say something else about this, but I want to make a few translate about. Well, first of all what you are showing is great for me. I'm really enjoying your.
It's awesome.
Yes, yeah, it's awesome. And because I know that this, for example, screen is very short in out of the box Jira Service Management, so and difficult to the people. And of course, your app help us the agent, the admin, and the customer. So it's great. I'm going to translate a few and we go on.
Okay, please go ahead.
Thank you. Básicamente, bueno, para que quede en la grabación también, ellos lo que tratan de hacer es, bueno, la menor cantidad de tickets posible. Si hay un ticket similar, lo pueden unir junto a otro y quedan los participantes unidos para que todos estén informados. Bueno, también vimos que tienen el estatus, pero también tienen una suerte de envío de Amazon Shipping, where you are seeing the status, donde se va viendo los estados por lo que está pasando, digamos, la solución. Y además la gestión de clientes y organizaciones que es mucho más amigable. Con lo cual, nada, también lo que yo le transmitía es que estoy disfrutando muchísimo porque está muy bueno lo que están mostrando.
Está súper bien.
¿Quieres agregar algo más?
Bueno, a mí me ha encantado todo lo que están haciendo. Lo de poder juntar tickets automáticamente es algo superior, o sea, está muy bien. El tema es cómo configurarlo, luego ahí hay que hacer un training o algo, pero bien. Y el tema de poder poner automáticamente banners en el portal de Jira Service Management, que está muy bien también. Además son banners hechos en HTML, con lo cual podemos poner links, podemos poner imágenes, podemos poner todo lo que se nos ocurra realmente como en una web, ¿no? Y por otro lado, lo comunican, o sea, cada vez que se abre un ticket, pues como podemos ver, los reportes y los participantes, tenemos una tabla de customers y podemos completar la información. Pero yo tengo preguntas respecto a esto. I have a question, Chris, about this, about the customer table. If I create a new project of Jira Service Management, can I replicate this information in the other project?
Yeah, like all the data that are linked to the customer or to the organization, they follow the customer organization. So once you add one customer to many projects, you will see all the information. Like they're basically assigned to the customer, not to the project. So we don't care about projects here. Like we don't have any information that stick to the project. The one thing is that you can, of course, assign the customers to the projects, but it's not about storing data within the project. We store data for the customers' objects and the organization objects.
Ok, super great. La historia sería pues que sí, que estos los customers se comparten entre los proyectos con toda su información. Any questions? Or could we continue, Ariel?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
I cannot
sorry.
listen.
Yeah, no, because I was mute. Yes, no, Sergio says that, well, he liked the tracking ticket, and I mentioned that you have this kind of Amazon shipping when you are seeing where is your package. Well, you have it in your ticket, so it's awesome. Really great idea.
Okay, thank you. So in terms of the organizations, we have very similar operations. You can select one or more organizations and assign the customers to them. You can also edit projects for the organizations. And there is also option to remove the organization from Jira, which I believe it's not even available in the pure Jira Service Management. Imagine that you need to add like 10K customers to your Jira Service Management. So I don't believe that there are Jira admins that are able to do it manually. So you can use our import from the CSV feature to create the new customers objects, and also you can add the values to the app fields in the CSV file. So it could be very useful if you have like a lot of customers or a lot of data to import into the app. And there's also, of course, option to export everything to the CSV if you need those information in your middleware or to the sorry, in your business processes. You also mentioned about the showing the data on the customer portal. So I will show you how this option looks like. So right now we have 4 options here. Once we select the never, the pop-up will never be displayed on the customer portal, but the other 3 options allow us to show or to ask customers for the data. So let's select this one, and we'll modify the form by adding a new field. So I click on save, and once I go to the customer portal, and when I refresh the page, you will see the magic. Yeah, and we have a pop-up with our fields. So there's easy way to ask our customers about any information like a telephone number, office address, or LinkedIn profile, or whatever else. It's really up to you what kind of fields and what fields in general you have here. It's also available under the profile page. So once I go to the profile here, I can see the same, and I can edit my information. I can also edit information that belongs to my organization. And there's also option to have those fields in read mode only. It's a configuration done on the field level. And once we go back here, and once we go back to our story, remember the printer and at the Atlas company, in our story, there's a process that new hardware has to be requested by agents under the hardware project. And the agents also needs to provide a lot of information which is required by the process. And it could be a time-consuming task. It depends how many information the agents needs to provide. In our case, in our story, there's a lot of information that needs to be put into the ticket. So we can use one of our app, which is free, to autocomplete data in the ticket. The only thing that we need to do is to select a template from a list, or even better, we can select the template as a default one by the project and the issue type, and without any additional clicking, I have something like this. So this could be like a base for my ticket to create a new, to ask for a new hardware, which is, I think, very useful when you create a lot of similar or the same tickets at your Jira.
Right.
Okay. If there are any questions, just let us know. I think we can jump to our slides.
¿Alguna
We
pregunta?
have not a question in the chat. I remember that you can left the question in the chat, or maybe if you wanna talk with us in the screen, you can I can show you in the stage. Pueden dejar las preguntas en el chat y si quieren subir a charlar con nosotros y mostrarse en cámara también lo
Exacto.
pueden hacer. Así que nada, y si hay algo que no se entiende o que necesitamos repetir o preguntar o lo que sea, también, bueno, estamos entre amigos en el Atlassian Expert, con lo cual estamos libres como para poder hacerlo. Así que go on if you want. I'm going to take a look in the chat.
There are no
Okay,
questions.
so now I think that you can think about questions in Spanish or in English, and we will summarize the whole story quickly. So as you can see, we presented today 7 pain points. So first of all, it was that customers are not informed in advance, and this is why we presented this announcement banners very customizable with a lot of possibilities to restrict them or to schedule them. Also, customers cannot update the priority after creating a request. And in our case, it was the escalation process where we would like to collect some additional information, not only changing priority, but keep in mind that with our app, you can update any field which you need in your process. Also, very popular use case is that thanks to possibility to update data, you can create a workflow like a draft request. And you can finally, after collecting all information needed to your request, you can click that this request is ready to manage. So it's not only about editing, but also about creating draft tickets, about some escalation processes, about collecting additional information in your process, because you can put on the screen also fields which are not added to the request form. So they are not available at the beginning of this process for your customers. So you can collect additional data in your process. So it's also very useful. The third thing is that customers don't have basic information about the request. Very often they have to ask agents what is going on with the ticket. So this is why we offer in our app possibility to present values from custom fields, also the list of whole attachments added to the request. And also announcements banners can be very helpful in this case. The next thing is that customers don't know what the request lifecycle looks like. So like delivery process in Amazon shipping. So thanks to our feature to present workflow with some description, with some explanation, they can know more and they don't have to ask what doesn't mean really that it's in progress, because we can explain what it doesn't mean. Also, in case of agents, we have got some pain points that they don't know how to manage many similar incidents. Very often they create some comment and make copy paste to a lot of tickets, and it's totally insufficient. So it's better to have one place where we can put all information or all updates about the incident, about the problem. So it's very useful, especially if we have a lot of similar tickets. Also, agents don't know the customer contacts. And once again, we have got a ping pong. We have got a lot of comments, a lot of questions between service agent and customer. Very often, the customer creates more requests than one, and they have got a communication with different service agents. And very often, they all the time ask the same questions. So thanks to this, we have got all information in one place about our customers, also about our organizations. And the last thing is about managing customers and organizations on a large scale. It's very difficult using native JSM features. So with our another app, it's, I think, easier, especially thanks to possibility to export data, to import data, to use REST API to update this data. So it's also very helpful. So we have got 7 pain points and 3 solutions. So it was feature bundle, Issue Manager Pro, and Customer and Organization Management. As I mentioned at the beginning, all of them are available for cloud, but also for data center. So these features are the same. We rather don't have any differences between hosting. So it's also very nice and also very important in case of some migration, for example, from data center to cloud. And Chris also presented our app Issue Templates Agent, which is completely free, built on the Atlassian Forge platform. So this is why we were able to create unique solution, because applying templates works on this native create issue screen, which is also very nice, very user-friendly, and it's not possible to achieve by other apps which use another technology called Connect. So this is also, I think, very valuable, and it's free. So this is very, very important thing. Yeah, so this is what we prepared today for today. And if you have any questions, I think this is a good time. Also, you can always ask us on LinkedIn, or you can try our apps and contact us via customer portal. We have also live chat embedded in our apps because being close to our customers is very important to us. So you have a lot of options to contact us after this presentation.
Thank you so much, Kate and
Yeah.
Chris. Nos han explicado que tienen 3 aplicaciones o 4 que son gratuitas, que no os preocupéis porque las tienen en Data Center y en Cloud, y la migración pues os saldrá súper bien, ¿vale? And Kate and Chris, we have some questions in the chat. The first one is from Juan José García. I have a question. Can the banner be activated and deactivated by receiving an email, like the status page?
The short answer is no. You can manage banners on the administration page that Kate showed you. You can just click on the banner and the click will change the status. We are thinking about the REST API for this feature. So maybe in the not short term, but in the midterm, the REST API should be available, and then this will give you a lot of opportunity to integrate our banners with other applications.
Interesting.
Hay otra de Raúl, from Raúl
Sí,
Peláez, another
it's my
question, but you can do it by yourself.
Another question, where and when will be the next hackathon of Apps Bio? It's just curiosity, and Barcelona is a good place. You can
Yeah,
Madrid too.
I love Barcelona. I can tell you that I love the Sagrada de Familia and the big hill that you have in Barcelona, and also the park. It was called
Ciutadella.
Yeah, exactly. So I love those places. So yeah, maybe Barcelona. So we'll see.
Yeah, cool.
In Barcelona will be the next Atlassian event around ITSM in June. So maybe we will go to Barcelona very soon.
All right. We can see you soon.
We have another one from Andrea Diegues. Thanks for sharing this. It's really useful. Well, it's for me or for the Atlassian expert I joined late. Is going to be published this content in platform.
Yes, we will publish in YouTube, in our channel.
And I will try in LinkedIn because I couldn't stream in LinkedIn. I don't know why, because always Santi always give me a hand with that. And nada, Andrea, te lo igual porque hablas en inglés, te lo dije en inglés, pero bueno, lo vamos a publicar. I'm going to try to upload this video right now. today,
ASAP.
if I can. Yeah, ASAP, because, well, we unblock a fear that we had before, and I enjoyed a lot. And we were 28 people, all the meetup.
Over the session.
Yeah, it's awesome, and well, thank you a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
I sent to Chris a short message by LinkedIn, and was like if we were friends, and well, you are here, and we are very glad. And well, I don't know if you want to say something else. I don't have questions in the
No more
chat.
questions?
No.
Okay.
But
Then we
it
can
was
finish.
awesome. Yeah. If you...
Thank you so much, Kate and Chris. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And see you in Barcelona.
Yeah.
I
Or
hope.
in the next Atlassian Expert, but with subtitles, maybe. And well, for me, it was a really pleasure. I'm going to say something in Spanish, but nada, que la verdad que tenía un miedo muy grande. Estudié inglés toda mi vida y nada, siempre, bueno, nada. No tengo la práctica de tenerlo todo el tiempo, que estoy empezando a hacerlo, pero he desbloqueado un miedo muy grande. Sí, un chakra está. Y está bueno, nada, que el resto lo pueda hacer. A ver, lo más importante es que nos entendimos. The most important thing is that we can understand each other, and we can talk, and we can have this great time. So, I don't know. We say goodbye and see you in the next Atlassian Expert Hackathon, or whatever Atlassian ecosystem bring to us.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you,
Muchísimas
guys.
gracias. Nos vemos en el próximo Atlassian Expert el 25 de mayo, el Día de la
Hasta
Patria
la
en
siguiente.
Argentina. Hasta luego.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.